So I was looking on Pinterest yesterday, and something that came up on my feed was these really cute bookmarks that someone painted, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to paint bookmarks. I think it would be so fun, and maybe I can make them match my books or make a cute design. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I'm so excited. It's just gonna be a cute little activity to do. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Okay, here are my bookmarks. I cut them myself. They're a little uneven, but it's fine. That's not what matters. Okay, for the first book, I'm going to see if you can guess it. The background is yellow, so that's a little hint. But this book is a romance, so there's two main characters. Oh, I almost just said their names. That would have been a spoiler. But basically what happens in this book is the girl, she moves, and she's in this new place, and she meets her neighbor, the main guy. And it's actually like that theory, I forget what it's called, but it's like you meet someone twice theory. So it's like she met this guy in college and now they're seeing each other again. I feel like if you read the book, you can probably guess by now what it is. But if you haven't read it, then I don't know if you'll guess because like you don't know it. But it's a very popular book, especially on Book Talk and just like in general, like in Barnes & Noble, I've seen it out and stuff. But I am actually reading this book right now. I'm about 100 pages in, and I think it's so cute. I literally love it so much. Like, I'm obsessed with the guy. So what I'm drawing right now is a towel, and the towels, like the lines on the book are uneven, which made me feel better about painting this because like I don't draw straight lines. I find it really hard to draw straight lines. You know, I do have a ruler, which I use like a paper as a ruler later, but I think that this just made it less stressful for me that I didn't have to make it perfect. Also, the Posca pen was like running out, and I had to do one more coat, and even after that one coat, you couldn't even like you could still see it wasn't fully covered. Maybe I should have just done paint instead of a Posca pen, but it's okay. It's already done, so whatever. And you can't really tell once I put flowers on the towel, then you can't tell. But if you don't already know, then I'm gonna tell you the book is Beach Read by Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry. This is actually, okay, I shouldn't say that because this is her first book, or this is my first book of hers that I'm reading, but I'm obsessed with her writing, and I'm obsessed with like the way that she writes her characters, and it's like more than just the romance in the book, you know, like you get to see other struggles that they go through, which I love. I think we need more of that. Oh, there's me getting paint on my table. Whatever, I can't really do anything about it, but it's fine. I draw the little dots and the flowers. And okay, here's where I mess up the bookmark a little. So I decide to write a quote, and I write it in black first. I'm like, oh my god, this looks horrible. My handwriting isn't the best, so it's just like not a fun time. I do end up going over it in white in a second because the cover, like the font on the book is white. Here it is. Not perfect, but it's okay. Sorry for the noises in the background. I was in a very noisy and loud. I was trying to mix them, but loud and noisy house, so I moved outside, so you might hear crickets in the background, but it's better than what was before. Anyways, this book is a mystery thriller book. As you can see, I'm literally like, this is supposed to look like splattered blood onto the bookmark, which ended up getting everywhere. I don't know why that tiny paper would like stop it from getting on the desk, but it did. It's fine. The desk is kind of like a painting, like I paint on it a lot anyways, so there's already like other paint marks, but I just spent so long cleaning it. Like, as you can see, I was struggling, but it's okay. It was worth it because the bookmark did turn out good. But this book is about a girl who investigates a case that was 5 years ago because they thought that some guy did it. It was her boyfriend, and she was like, no, I don't think he did it. And she teams up with someone, and you could probably guess the book right now if you've read it. There's actually a show that just came out about it. So the book is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and the show I just finished like an hour ago. It was so good. I loved it so much. Pip and Robbie, like Robbie is such a cutie. I love him so much. Like in the show especially. Also, I forgot that they were British. Like, I forgot that the original book was a UK book, and then in the US they like changed, like they erased any trace of it being in the UK. But on the bookmark, I wrote a quote. I don't know why I did that because it didn't go well the first time, but I did it again anyways. Not really sure why. It didn't ruin it as much as Beach Read, but I still kind of hate it, and I should have just left the design. So next time I make bookmarks, because I do want to do it again. I will not be writing any quotes, only designs, because I think that will look a lot better. But I think that this bookmark would be good to use like any mystery thriller. I still have the rest of the series to read, because I actually don't know why I haven't read the rest of the series, because I love the first one so much. I read the first book like a couple years ago, and I don't know why I haven't finished the series, but I'll read them before the season comes out in the show, because I know that the show will get renewed because it's so popular and good, and I love the main girl. Okay, this next bookmark isn't really relating to a book at all. It's just a cute little design, because I wanted to have one where I could just use it a lot and it doesn't really relate to a book. I mean, all of these I could use it a lot. Like, I don't really use a ton of like bookmarks anyways. I use a lot of receipts and random papers, but I want to start using bookmarks because I think they're really cute, and especially if they match the book. You know, what if I made one for every single book that I read? That'd be kind of crazy, but that's why we have a design, because I'm not going to make one for every book that I read. But it's a cute little pink background. I think this one would be good for like a romance, or really just any book. It really does not matter. But I put little bows on it. Like, I just wanted, you know, because bows are very in right now. Everyone loves bows. I love bows. I think they're so coquette, cute, you know. And I think this bookmark I can just use forever. Like, it really doesn't matter. Also, my Posca pen exploded. Like, you can see it, the dot on the side. Good thing I didn't do that on the actual bookmark. I would have cried. Not actually, but, you know, the emotion would have been there. Guys, I keep getting interrupted while recording this voiceover. I'm gonna scream, but it's fine. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just joking. But yeah, I think the bows, like, the aesthetic of it is so cute, and I want to put bows everywhere. But I've heard a lot of people say that bows aren't gonna be in for much longer, but I feel like bows, like, they're just cutie, girly. I don't know. I like them, and like putting them on bags and shoes and, you know, your hair. I think it can get to a point where it is really excessive, but like, I also just love like pink bows. I love the aesthetic of it. Okay, this next and last bookmark is my favorite book of all time, so I had to do a bookmark for it. It is a Greek mythology retelling. I want to say the author, but then that would give it away because the author only has 2 books. So, but I love this book so much. I didn't really know anything about the character and like who it's about going into it. I didn't really know, you know, I didn't know much at all. So I was like, let's just go into this, and I loved the writing. The beginning starts off a little slow, but once you get into it, it's so good. Like, I have recommended this book to so many people, and I gifted it to my friend, and he loved it. And he said the same thing, like the beginning started off slow, but then once you get into it, it's so good. But since it's Greek mythology retelling, I do like the little Greek design, like the pattern that you see everywhere. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. But I also did it in orange because the cover is black background, and then we have orange. It's more like a metallic orange. It's not this exact orange, but this is the closest I was going to get. The book I'm going to tell you now is Circe. It's my favorite book of all time by Madeline Miller. Here I just paint on the title. It's not perfect because I literally suck at writing and paint. I had to do that for Beach Read when I put white over it too, and it came out not very good. But it's okay because the title on the book is a little imperfect, so this is also allowed to be a little imperfect. And I think this bookmark might be my favorite, but I also love the bows because it's just like not a specific book. You can just use it whenever. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching me paint the bookmarks. I had a lot of fun, and I definitely want to do it again. Okay, here are all of the bookmarks. I'm going to do a quick recap. So first we have the Beach Read one. I think the writing just ruined this. I now know for next time, because I do want to make these again, to just keep the simple design and not try to add a quote. Because this, so cute, but the writing, not so cute. I also added like string on all of them. Next up, we have the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder one. I think this would have been better if it didn't have the writing again. I still really like this one. Then we have the one with the bows. This one might be my favorite just because like there's no writing. Like, I need to stop. But yeah, this one is so cute. Or this one might be my favorite, the Circe one, because this doesn't look perfect, but on the book, it also doesn't look perfect. And the simple design, you know, I kind of wish, I don't know why I didn't. I wish I went over the orange again because this low-key doesn't look very good. But it's okay. I like it still. Those are all the bookmarks. I do want to make these again, so there'll probably be another video at some point. And next time they will be better because I know not to add quotes to the bookmark. That's all. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.